intro video. Grand Rising, beautiful, melanated, original, whatever you respectfully call yourself, people. You might can't see me. I'm having my little technical difficulties, but we are here. The nation is in the building. We are here to talk about none other than America. We got Queen Kathy in the building. We have Queen Lynn, and we have D Mays from Mind Games Uncut.
What they
Follow,
do?
follow. And we want you to send out some positive energy for Queen Angie with clearest conscience. Her husband is going through some battle right now, so we're going to send that positive energy. And we'll be back.
Greetings, Earthlings.
Warning, the following program contains strong Black First opinions about mature and strong subject matter that affects Black America and the diaspora as a whole. Listen at your own risk, you sissy.
Grand Rising All, you are listening to the one and only Be One or None. Good morning from Africatown, Los Angeles.
And we are back. We are back. Like I said, the nation's in the house. And the topic today is America now. Come on. Everybody sees it. Right now, this is a topic no matter if you're Black or white or if you're a legal immigrant. The problem is America is taking care of everybody but Americans. We got billions of dollars to give to Israel. Somehow they done wrapped up your mind with religion and made it okay for you to picture because you think your sweet Jesus came from that Israel that they done named the Middle East. So they sending billions of dollars over there to the small hats, the Jews, that won't allow Black people to claim the same, because Jews is religion, won't allow us to claim that, but yet we're supposed to follow the same Bible, the same religion, but yet that is somehow they done painted in our mind that it's okay to send another country that's supposed to be the Holy Land so that they can get weapons and stuff to go kill other people. Now, come on, y'all, make it make sense. As Queen Amadeus says, they got money for Israel. They got money for all types of wars. You know, we got NATO. The U.S. is in bed with other countries. And those other countries that they came together, European now, not us, but the European, they call it NATO and there's other treaties that they got, but yet they sending billions of dollars to Ukraine. Do you ever ask yourself why is America being obligated to Ukraine? Why is America obligated to Israel? Why? And then
Very good question.
They got money that they bringing them immigrants in by the busload. See, the immigrants been coming in with Ukraine war. Then you had everybody from Turkey and Venezuela and stuff. But the only people you see white people, and I'm gonna tell y'all this because y'all racism is why you in this situation right now. Because you want to talk about the Haitian immigrants, y'all want to put this bad rap and everything on the dark colored immigrants, but the white colored immigrants been in here getting billions. Before they started giving out 5,000 here, there to the ones you know, they were already giving it to the Ukrainians. So let's talk about it. Anybody else got something to say about it?
Yeah, because speaking of Ukraine, they know Kamala Harris on 60 Minutes, and they asked her about that, about for what how she felt about Ukraine war. And she like, we're gonna support them. We're gonna support Lewinsky, whatever his name, the actor, and the Ukraine Prime Minister President. He's an actor, but anyway, she said they're gonna keep on sending money pretty much over to Ukraine to help defend themselves and fight and beat Russia. And I'm like, and the interviewer was like, why? He said he asked her a whole bunch of questions, like, okay. And then because she was like, well, I know I'm kind of skipping over, but I just want to bring this up. I know we're gonna be a short one tonight. So he asked her that. Basically, she's like, we're gonna keep supporting Ukraine and Israel, and she's not gonna change that view, Then he asked her, like, she started talking about what she's gonna do for American people, like giving $25,000 home loan, whatever, and doing the tax credit and something else. And he like, okay, that sounds good, but in the real world, who gonna flip that bill? Who gonna pay for that? And she didn't answer the question because it's just something to get black people in America's period hyped up to go vote for, and it ain't working anymore. I land my plane.
Speaking of the Haitians, when a lot of them were being interviewed in Springfield, Ohio, the majority of them have come over in planes with work visas. So they didn't come over like the Venezuelans, but nobody's talking about that. Also, my thought about whatever animals are being missing might mean that something is about to happen to either the sundown towns that they've been put in or people who are harassing them. So, everybody involved, just please be careful of what you do and what you say and leave those people alone because they're not here to bother nobody. They didn't come over illegally because we saw the ones that did come over illegally got whipped back over the fence. And that's all I got to say about the Haitians for right now.
But they shipping in a lot of them. Remember, we weren't paying attention when the immigrants came in. They were bus loading them from different cities. But while all the cities and everything that they're taking these immigrants to are majority black cities, that they close down schools, ran down communities and stuff in because they are playing the game. Now I want y'all to D Mays, I wanted you to tell more about that interview, but let's go back to NATO. I want y'all to know you got the United Nations, right? So everybody, I hope everybody in the audience and everybody that's listening, anybody that watched the replay, we only know the United Nations. Why is there a United Nations? Is because during World War I, they had a unity of European countries that were fighting each other. Why was they fighting each other? To take over our stuff. The land that they call Indian and here in America was black land. You can't have, like I told you, you can't have Haitians. Where's Hades at? Right down near Florida. Where's the Bahamas at? Right down near Florida. Where's Africa at? On the other side of Florida. Where is Jamaica at? Right down there. All of that is at the base of Florida. Where's the Dominican Republic? Right down there. So how you got all these black people and none of them have to say, well, I'm not Haitian, I'm this, I'm that. But we are the only people on the corner of a map that are told that you're not black. Black people weren't here, there were Indians. It's a joke to me. But during the World War, I forgot what was the first before they call it the United Nations. They came together and say, wait a minute, we killing each other. That's the wars you see now been going on back and forth. We killing each other. So we gotta come in with a treaty, and they came in with rules and regulations to stop killing each other and come together because they were taking over us, African lands, everything that was black. Then America always breaks their treaties with any country. That's something you can look up. Next thing you know, they go into wars again, doing the same stuff. What happens? They had to end World War II, and that's how they came up with the United Nations again. There was 5 countries that had it. So the United Nations has about 200 and something countries in there. And so they all agreeing that they all going to work together. But you don't talk about NATO. If the American government is already in bed with the United Nations, how you make a whole nother nation out of other countries? And I'm gonna show you, because we have to understand, we normalize sending our kids to these wars, everything that's going on, and we don't understand the wars. We don't understand really what's going on. Why don't we say that half the people in the military don't know why they fighting, except for the top hats, the rich? So let me show you something. This is NATO. This is why America feels obligated to NATO and Israel, is because of the treaties that they have with them. This is NATO. I want you to let me know if you see any. I want you to let me know if you see any white countries in here. It's called NATO. It's called the important players in NATO is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. And these are your countries. That's just like the United Nations. All it is a bunch of treaties that they made among each other. Belgium, Hungary, Portugal, Romania, Italy, Turkey, Sweden. They was adding Ukraine to this list. That's why they telling them that Kamala started the war with Ukraine, because that the agreement with Trump and them is that America would not put NATO in Ukraine. Kamala announced that they were going to put a base of NATO in Ukraine, and that's why Putin started the war, because America is going around taking up land. But these countries got together. You don't see not one country that represent any melanated person. So now they feel obligated to send our tax dollars over there. Not none of these countries ain't sending them. It's us. So everybody in America, let me tell you something. Whether you black, white, or a legal immigrant that paid to be American, they got us all here. We are the machine that keeps them filling their pockets with money so they could do what the fuck they want to do with our money. I land my plane.
She cooking. Yeah, I ain't talk too much that. But yeah, you're right. They and they going back to Ukraine. Ukraine, they didn't like no blacks. Period. No black Africans, no black Americans. No, because they because when that war first popped off, they was telling blacks to kind of keep an eye, because a lot of those Ukrainian Ukrainians didn't like black people. So they told them, get off. Like, it was a sister trying to get on the train with her babies, and they told her to get off, let the dogs in. That's what they think of black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, over there, and we supporting that war. We giving money to a bunch of people who don't even like black Americans. We American citizens, and then we supporting. I mean, they support that war, and you got other black people that fall line for the BS. They like, yeah, man, I'm gonna trust her policies, but her policies is flawed. So I don't know why we think it's gonna get any better for us when it comes down to these politics, unless we put our own people in office. But that's just how it works. Politics, it's ruled by money, dark money. A lot of people don't know what dark money is. Dark money is when you get when somebody put money behind both candidates, so it'd be a win-win for them. You know what I'm saying? They'll look it up. Dark money. I land my plane. Boom.
I got nothing to say about Ukraine.
Yeah, my bad, y'all, because I'm looking up the United Nations. All right. Like you were saying about money, we got to trace the money. Why is our money going to all these countries? The United Nations is the General Assembly, and it has, I'm trying to find it. Dang it. That's the United Nations Foundation. But either which way, the United Nations is a diplomatic and political international organization with the intent purpose of maintaining international peace and security, developing friendly relationships among nations. And those founders of the internet of the United Nations is the United States, India. Does that sound familiar, Kamala? Does it sound familiar? Let's bring it home, people. India, Iran, United Kingdom, France, Brazil. Let me see who else. Let me share that screen. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna share the screen with you. I want y'all to understand where your money is going and why these people are feeling obligated to give your money to other countries. And we sitting back, black, white people, they have you sitting here hating black people, saying that black people are getting your money. You don't see anything because your tax dollars are going to food stamps, when food stamps make up for maybe $25 million a year. And these people are giving billions and billions of dollars to people you will never meet in your life, to build streets you will never walk on, to build schools your children will never go to build generational wealth you and your family will never get a taste of. It's time for us to stop the BS, and I'm calling out the white people, that's racist in America. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking about the ones that wake up with a disdain for black skin every day, and you don't know why, because it's been passed down generation after generation after generation. But yet our mentality as black people, I'm gonna get on to us. You go generation after generation after generation without educating your damn selves. You too busy trying to insert yourself in the American system that don't like you. Do you see yourself on this list that I'm showing with the NATO? America is in with the United Nations, and you hear all the time America pulled themselves out of every policy the United Nations come up with. Do you not hear that America pulls themselves out of them policies? Because they don't care. They want to be able to be the world leaders, and they're going to just blow away with the United Nations, because the United Nations have black countries in it. Nobody knows. Let's put the pieces together and stop playing this game. And I'm saying to the racist white tea people, please listen up. To the people who don't like black people, please listen up. They done took every essence of out of us and our ancestors and built what they feel that they need, from a car to science to everything. Now they want to take the flag and run with it, even though we the foundation of everything that America has. But they don't want you to they don't want you to know where your money is going. America is taking care of everybody but Americans, because Americans, black, white, and immigrants, are playing the American game with ignoring each other and not sticking together. There is no reason that all these countries around the world need to come to this little old place on the side of the map, because America brings their military in other countries, destroy these countries. If the leader does not comply, next thing you know, that's the shithole country. They go in, get what they want, because they don't build armies like America has. America built a strong arm. And your money is and how are they able to do it? Your money. White tea people that keep, because I'm saying this because every time I post something, the first thing I hear about black people will stop committing crimes when we tell you about the injustices of the justice system, of the prison system, of the school system. Name a time where you seen black people get a leg up or got a handout like you see all these damn other countries. Be where you think the money is going to. Let me show you something. Now you see these countries, 32, NATO.
Crazy.
Why did they need to build a separate thing if the United Nations is supposed to represent peace and unity?
From wild work.
God
so
damn it.
you in there, Pablo. Let me show you one more thing. This is your money. This is your money. White people, why you always complaining? This is the United Nations, the founders. Did I say this? You want to know why Kamala feel like she black? How's you in India? She's from South Asia. Ain't that India? Am I wrong? Please, somebody tell me.
All facts.
This is where her flag is from. The United States, India. I mean, the Netherlands, Soviet Union, Venezuela, Iraq, Colombia, Syria, Saudi Arabia, Norway, Denmark, Belgium, Haiti. Do these names sound damn familiar to you? I think
Crazy.
It's like over 200 and something countries. The Union of South Africa. What is the Union? See, they always telling us, and I'm going to say this, they always telling us to build up Africa. Africa needs to build itself because Africa is the greatest continent on the earth. So to put the world on the backs of Americans who have never had a leg up and never had nothing but things taken from us, how do we put in our minds with this Pan-Africanism? I have nothing against Africa, but we arguing right now in America that Kamala is black. Why? Because we want a black president, right? But Africa got lots of black presidents. Africa is no better than the black people in America who are against each other. So I'm putting the blame on black people in America, Africa, worldwide. What are you doing? Why you keep putting it on our backs? In America, we a handful, and we fighting against the world's machine, America itself. Now you don't see everybody around the world knows that you see all these people from all these countries being poured into our country, and we ain't yet got a reparation. We get a group of people saying they're gonna give a reparation study. This woman named Kamala is from this place called India, and that's why her family was in her Indian attire. And somehow we took that and put it over here and put it on our backs to claim her as a black woman, a black African American woman. Why aren't the people in India called African Indian?
Exactly.
Why ain't Haitians called African Haitians? Why ain't Jamaicans called African Jamaicans? When are we gonna catch on to the trick? The whole point is to keep us in a dizzy state, like my background. You could keep us in a dizzy state, argue with each other, because if we stake claim to the American Indians that we are, then we got a country. And then we got a country, we got a nation, and then with a nation, we can say our nation wants reparations. That's the whole point of the United Nations of the United Empires of Kibelon, who we represent, our micronation, so that we could bring all the other black organizations, micronations together, so that we can come together with one fight. That's what our purpose is for the United Empires of Kibelon, is to get FBA. Whatever FBA do, that's what they do. Do you see this on here? What India do has nothing to do with what Venezuela does. What Venezuela does have nothing to do with what Ukraine does. The whole thing is that they are on code with one agreement, that if they go to war with each other, that it has to be a reason. You got to come to these United Nations meetings and see why you need to invade your sister or brother country. So we taking United Empires of Kibelon, who we are, we taking it to a smaller scale, and we saying every black group, every black person who say you a micronation or a tribe, let's come together and repeat this, because that's the only way we're gonna save each other. It's 2025. Slavery so-called been over since the 1800s, and we still ain't got shit. I lay in my plane.
Yeah, she summed it all up. No word from me.
Nothing but facts.
Cooking, Queen, you quit cooking.
I thought Pablo was in the house.
Pablo was. He came and left.
Yeah, but that, like, okay, that's what I'm saying. What do y'all know where y'all money going when you paying taxes? You know we ain't got to pay taxes because we could have been 1099 employees. IRS ain't even part of the government. But these white people have set up entities that they control to make sure they can trace every dollar of black people, white people, immigrants that's walking around in America, so they can get every penny out of us while we work and work. Then on top of it, when they talking about the jobs, the thing with Kamala, they all happy talking about the jobs went up. That's because you got one person working 2 and 3 jobs. Let's stop with the bullshit. It ain't a lot of people. And then the immigrants taking the jobs that can be 1099 jobs. They want us sitting in their corporations so they can control us, our children, and everything. Your money, America has billions of dollars for everybody. But when it came down to the hurricane victims, what do you hear them crying? Who you hear crying that there's an injustice? What did Martin Luther King say? An injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. And now they feeling that injustice because you should have been right with the people who built America. Because this BS with racism and playing and erasing our history so that the rich can stay up there, that's the problem. I lay my plane.
They crying for sure. There's a lot going on with this stuff. I just saw that a comment was saying if people are not in a house because it's been washed away, how are they able to vote? Because they said that a lot of those places that got washed away just started voting red.
Yep. And I was thinking the same thing.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Nope. And they said Elon Musk was trying to send them some communication things, but they stopped them. I think the military stopped them and they didn't do it. So Elon Musk is involved. I think they said Trump was helping him. And then they said that they found that there is lithium in the mountains.
Carolina.
They
Yep.
also said that one section they had it shut off that you can't come in or out. So my mind is thinking, okay, Elon Musk is involved, Trump is involved, money is somewhere, places being shut down. Are they trying to clear the place out so they can just start digging, taking what they need, then they let the people back in? But nobody wants to think about that. It's crazy stuff going on. Then the white people are mad at black people. So the black people are reminding them there was a town called Oscarville, Georgia. It's now underwater. Your town is underwater. Why are you mad at me? I didn't have anything to do with it. Why are white people mad at black people saying you have no empathy? This young man just got hung, killed, however, in that town, which is now washed away. Is all the evidence washed away? Where was your empathy when he was getting killed? Now you
Yep.
got no town and you want to say, black people help us. We can't help you. There's too much bad energy going around. We are not getting involved. We're going to let whatever's happening happen.
I'm sorry, but that's what it is because my thing is like this. People say, well, it's black people in the flood too. Well, yes, but black people are being unalived left and right by races in blue uniforms, and everybody, like I say, America takes care of everybody but Americans. Black people, are you not American? Are you not part of this country? Have you ever been taken care of by this country? No. So it's called karma. I did a live a long time ago, I think on Facebook and here, and I was outside on the beach and I had some Q-tips and I had the imitation blood, and I was like, let them turn on themselves. And are they not turning on themselves? They turning on themselves because you cannot keep the people of God under your foot and think that God is okay with it. I don't care how ignorant we are. I don't care what we believe. The universe, the God knows the truth and they know the truth. So we are watching them suffer like they watched us suffer. I feel sorry for no one.
It's just their turn.
Yup. An injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. Maybe they'll wash out the races. But storm after storm, and you're right, Queen. My understanding, and this is hearsay, or what I heard, is that Kamala's husband is connected with BlackRock. You know, the elite families that rule the world. BlackRock,
Wow.
Vanguard. They said he's connected with BlackRock through some company. And like you said,
He
they
has
found
stock
out.
with that company. He has stock with them. Some kind of stock. It has to do with stock.
Oh, and my understanding now, you know, when they go to Hades, they trying to get what they want out of Haitians. They want their minerals, the cobalt, the lithium. Those are the stuff that make your cell phone. Robbing Africa from it. They've been robbing everybody. They don't want to pay. So now my understanding is that they found it, like Lynn said, they found lithium and stuff in the mountains or in the land in North Carolina. And it just so happens that this hurricane just jumps over everything else and goes right up there to North Carolina. Had North Carolina ever had a hurricane like that?
Not
Have
in the
you ever seen
mountains.
a hurricane in the mountains? That's the
Mountains.
better question. It's in the mountains.
Exactly, Queen. Because the whole we gotta go back to science. Do you know how a hurricane is made? You gotta have winds and temperatures. Mountains doesn't have that. Most of the time, what you gonna get in a mountain? What, a tornado?
Yeah, it stays
But people don't want
cool.
to believe it. They don't want to believe it. They want to call us crazy. Why would they want to do that? Because this government is diabolical.
It
We heard
really
a
is.
part. We heard a part. Grand Rising, lovely lady. We heard a part with
Yes.
them messing with the wind. But I think when they mess with stuff get out of control. I don't believe they can narrow it there. But this Hurricane Milton that's in there, Hurricane Milton was created already in the Gulf. They said that a hurricane, my understanding that a hurricane never have formed right there in the Gulf.
Mm.
Are y'all familiar? Because you hurricanes are formed way out on sea and it comes towards the Gulf and comes up in the Gulf
Right.
and then it turns, whether it's left or right.
Ooh.
This one, from my understanding, formed right there in the middle of the Gulf.
I would just like to say that all the people who are making this weather happen, hopefully one day it gets to their doors.
Yeah, because they ready to deal with China. Why does we still deal with China? China got all these updated technology. You got you know they these people so rich they don't care. There was time they always trying to preserve themselves. They want everybody else
That's
to
true.
die out and hoping
Yep.
that they found the answer to preserve themselves so that when they get rid of all of us through wars and starvation and unaliving us and
And
unaliving each other
vaccines,
and stuff,
new
then
vaccines.
they'll come, they can wake themselves up or reincarnate themselves and they can live the life and then have machines be the new slaves. Because the only reason that they want a machine is so that they who is the laziest people on earth? The rich.
I thought you
They
say
want
black people.
No,
well,
I
I
want to
could
say white
say,
people.
I mean, that's the rich. That's the majority rich. I could say white people, but right now we got some brothers and sisters and Indians and Chinese
Oh,
people who are rich now. I'm talking about the rich. The majority of them are white. The laziest people on earth don't want to do nothing. So what did they do? What did the laziest people on earth do? You stole from the people who use their brains, black people. Y'all white tea people stole from our intellectual knowledge. Let us build
mhm.
and invent everything, and you came and took it over. I get mad every time I see a potato chip bag when I didn't know that I was calling the crumbs at the bottom of the bag the real black man who created the potato chip. But they came and took everything over, and it's all about money and all about them having power and all about them not having to do anything but run around, be pedophiles for kids. They want young kids. Old white men want young kids and people because if you rule the world and you could send billions to everywhere else, why can't you stop human trafficking? Why can't you stop the rest of that's going
Oh,
on? Why
fact.
can't you put that in everything
True.
else?
It's all part of the plan. They ain't
Yeah,
gonna get rid of it.
yep.
They
They
know.
want to be able to make babies do what they want to do to them, and they have a sick fetish for the world. So if you
Yeah.
belong to this world, if you look at history, all through the Egyptian, as they say, what they named Egyptian, all through history of real black people that they calling aliens, you seen nothing like that written in the stone. You, if you look at the hieroglyphics and stuff, all you seen was people working together, different tribes were working together because everybody knew that this is one earth. You can't poison half the air over there and don't think it's going to reach over to you eventually. But they have a minuscule mind, a mind of an animal, a mind of a savage, a mind of an uneducated person, a mind of a devil wanting to be God. That's why they little Israel and stuff that they put in the Bible at the end of the day. I do believe that parts of the Bible is real, but we are living in revelations right now. God's people versus the devil and demons. That's all that's going on.
No lies to
A
tell
lot
you.
of crazy stuff.
The
Yep.
thing is, people I realize that it's funny all the stuff you talking about. You on fire tonight, but the average American ain't listening, especially the Black Americans. But people
That's
think
my problem.
everything's the same. I go to work, I go to school, I'm on social
That's the
media.
frustrating part.
My government gonna take care of me. You know what I'm saying? They have my best interest. They ain't worrying about nothing. And then when it happens, they're gonna be like, damn, Rome failed. Like what the hell happened? And I'm
Yep.
not prepared for it. Because I didn't see the
Exactly.
signs. I didn't see, I didn't use my third eye. I should have knew it was coming. Most people know it's coming. I just posted some on Facebook. I said, we see American 20 years. People like, some people talking about some people of color. I said, dude, that's the least you'll worry.
Mm-mm.
When everybody's starving, people
Yep.
trying to survive, it's gonna be like The Walking Dead. That's why they making these movies and stuff, because they already know.
Yeah.
They know the future. They already know what's gonna happen. And you notice on The Walking Dead, it don't be the zombies sometimes be the problem, but majority of the time it's human beings. Everybody want power. People survival of the fittest, and that's what we headed. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the
So
bit
they
in that. That's the apple that Adam bit. That's the apple is the forbidden power that they trying to
facts.
accomplish.
All facts. And like I said,
Everybody should take the time
we
to
got
watch a movie called Fast Color. It's
fast.
about black people with special powers.
You mean super sale?
I can't watch that because aren't those people having accents?
Yeah,
I
this is a
don't
lot.
understand what they're saying.
What's the name
No,
now?
mom.
Now super.
Mm-mm.
You got fast. What?
Fast color.
I think I seen that too, but that Supercell dope. Supercell good. But all black folk rock on that. That's hard. That's a good movie. That's good
Is
because
that on Netflix? Super Sale?
Supercell, yeah, that movie hard. I'm ready for season two. They did a good job with that because they basically black people had diabetes. Well, yeah, the black people who had diabetes. They took a cell out and they kind of made it into a superpower, and they had these abilities. But yeah, that's on a just a short description of the movie. But yeah, like I said, we got a couple weeks later. It's like less than three. It's like 3 weeks left for the election. So what y'all think, man? Y'all think who y'all think gonna get? I don't care because I'm gonna
Oh,
still survive. I'm gonna live. But I think who y'all think gonna get it?
I don't know. If they're trying to wipe out all of the people who vote red, and if they can't vote, and the people who vote blue are still talking about the people who vote red are no good because they're concentrating on that Project 2025. I don't know. And nobody's listening to
Did,
Cornell
did
West.
you hear about that,
I'm
Project
sorry,
Yeah,
25?
I
hold on,
don't
This
got
they
hold on. Yeah,
backed Kamala.
yeah,
So they
yeah.
blamed it on
Heritage
Trump,
Foundation. Yeah,
but
but you know what? The people who wrote the Heritage Foundation, the one who wrote Obamacare.
The
Wow.
Heritage
Yeah,
Foundation is a bunch of rich people. I'm sorry, is a bunch of rich. The rich want to stay rich. Everything that these people, the rich, create is just to keep them rich. Nothing that America does is to help Americans. The only thing they allow is for police to run rapid, and because other white people don't want to be treated like trailer trash, they take on the low positions to dog us out. But until white people in America start sticking together with black people, y'all, they are going to see the destruction that the rich have laid on them to play this game to destroy themselves because they tired of us and we going back. History repeats itself because at one point was it not poor whites and blacks together in the same situation because who ruled it? Everybody was rich that ruled us both.
But they don't, it's happening now and they still don't see it. They're still blinded. But
Yeah.
let me ask this one quick question about the Heritage Foundation. Okay, so they thought that Trump was involved with it. Trump said he's not. Now they're back in Kamala, and I don't care how you pronounce her name. I really don't. And the man who invented it stepped down. So what is that about? He walked away.
Because they playing games. That
smoke and
the
mirror.
Democratic Party is the demon party. The leaders, these are the same people who've been sitting in your Senate since I don't know when. We done had about 5 or 6 presidents, and the people that's sitting in the Senate is still there. Look at Biden himself. Look at
yep.
look at all the people in the Senate. Those are the people who are writing the rules. Those are the people who are playing. Those are the people who created the Democratic Party to bring confusion to America.
Yep.
Think about it. Back in the day, they said Democrats should be about family, morals, and all that. Man, please look at
It
them now. They
never
push
was. It
exactly.
never
That's
was.
been
Democrats was
good.
created by it was the Dixiecrats. The KKK or the people who created the KKK ruled it. That's why the KKK is never considered a terrorist group. That's why the things that the KKK does never is a national threat. Pedophilia, meth, cocaine, the real drugs. Look at what they do.
Facts. Yeah,
Did Queen freeze?
she did.
She,
Yeah. We
yeah,
got to
she
wind it down in a
fell.
minute when she get back in anyway. So, but yeah, she's right. I mean, like I said, all these people, all in cahoots with each other. Cynthia McKinney talked about it. She did a video. She did a documentary, kind of a mini documentary on it. Like when she found out that the Democrats and Republicans, they go to the same country clubs. They have these little functions and stuff, the wine tasters they be at, you know what I'm saying? So, and they'll be talking with each other. That's why I said at the end of the day, it's BS because both parties support Israel.
But
That's
when you just said that, it reminded me of lawyers, the lawyers and the prosecutors. Oh,
exactly.
hang out together. But talk
Yes.
more about that thing she did when she get messed up, and will people see her for what she is? after her interview?
I think,
Will it open people's eyes?
yeah, she just answered the questions. Any hard question you asked, she didn't answer. So she
I'm
was,
gonna look at that.
yeah, look at it. She just
But do
going,
you think that it's going to make the people who are hardcore for her pay attention and say we really can't back her?
they
No,
lower, they lower.
our people need to start looking at a map first. I just showed y'all with this woman from India, and they gonna argue down that she black. And then, like I tell people, it's not about your melanin; it's about where you're from. You don't have the Black American experience. That's why you're not out here fighting for Black people, and that's why you won't get my vote.
Look at Rachel Dolezal. She
Yep,
was high up in the NAACP.
yep.
That was right in their face.
Because they light skinned black looking women. Well, she put on makeup to look like
Mhm.
a light skinned black woman, even though she white. But that's how you know colorism plays a game with the NAACP. They were created by white people. The NAACP ain't stopped not one police shooting. They don't do nothing for us. The only person we hear now is Benjamin Crump. NAACP is a complete joke. But I don't want to say, oh, go ahead, Queen. What were you saying?
Oh, I just said facts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, Rome about to fall. Has to have Rome. Let Rome fall. It's gonna happen. It's sooner. It's just in a matter of time, and everything's going up. Food going up. Gas up and down. But at the end of the day, it still goes up. Sometimes you might
Yep.
find something lucky. Jobs is not no job security really. You know what I'm saying? You just need to expect the unexpected. I'll land my plane.
Well, that's all I have to say. Like I said, y'all, like my game just said, gas is up, food is up. The rich does not is not gonna relate to you because Kamala, Trump, all them sitting in the Senate. Do you know Kamala? And when you are a president or a vice president or a senator or a House of Representative or the Black Caucus, do you know they get a salary even after their positions are over with? So Kamala would not only get her VIP salary, she would get the presidential salary as she become president. The thing is that these people don't have to worry about health care. These people don't have to worry about putting gas in their car. These people don't have to worry about going to the grocery store. We do. So none of them relate to us. Until Americans start sticking together, Black people, we need to stick together first. But I'm just saying Americans right now because we all feeling it. Until America opens up their eyes and Black people open up their eyes, don't wait till it's I'm saying. And I land my plane. We gonna get up out of here. Do y'all
Peace,
ladies?
peace, peace.
You want to say anything else? D Mays,
Oh, oh no, I'm good. We let you cook today because
mind
you was on point.
games.
Yeah, you was on point tonight. So it was your it was your
I
night.
You know
know
where I'm
cooking some
at.
food.
Appreciate for holding it down.
My brain is
Appreciate
already
that, Captain
separated
B.
from all of this. So I'm not worried about this. I don't even think I'm going to vote because Cornell West was not on my ticket. So I don't know if I'm voting.
Yeah, and then another person say, if you don't vote, that's a vote for Trump. If I don't vote, then maybe it's a vote for Kamala. See how it's so brainwashed? You see how
Yeah.
America's brainwashed? Like, oh, we supposed to vote.
Imbeciles.
Yeah, like if you don't vote, it's a vote for Trump. Ain't it two people running for president? So if I don't vote, it's either
I
a vote
think
for Trump
Cornell
or a
West is
vote for
on the ballot
Kamala.
a couple of
Technically,
states.
it's
He's on
more.
Georgia and Florida, I believe. So you can vote for Cornell West because I think
Yeah,
he's
everybody's
on
not on the
Georgia.
ballot.
Yeah, about
Yeah,
17 in 17 states. No, they ain't gonna
it's an
win, but
unjust system.
yeah.
The voting system is a joke. America is a joke. In
Yep.
America, I cannot wait. Karma is here, and you're gonna feel your karma. And believe me, we're gonna see how America is 2 years from now, a year from now.
Yep.
Now,
Awesome.
if Kamala
Hmm.
get in there, America is going to shits because she's not an American. She's an American. I don't know where she was born at because she claims this and that. But it's amazing how these immigrants are running the government. We don't even have a whole government half of Black people in the government. And the Black people that do get in the government, they want to go act like they're the white tea people. I'm just sorry. Y'all are gonna see it until America gonna crumble, and until we start getting land and growing our own and stuff. That's the only thing gonna save us because the government is not taking care of you. That's it. Peace.
That's it, y'all. We out.
Good night.
Nice.